Hi, my name is Rob Lilly and I am the director of Lilly Inspired Training, and we're out at the track today to talk about using wickets. We are going to use cones instead of wickets because I like to use bilateral movement or right leg, left leg independent of one another, and we'll show you what that looks like in a moment. So I like the fact that the cones are individual, so you can go over one leg or over the other leg, and we'll show that with some exercises we're working on today. We're going to start this video by working on hip and glute inclusion, and ideally we're going to be working on one side of the brain at a time. So we're going to work on high knee dead leg, which is up and over, creating power off one side. So if I'm using my right leg to go up and down continuously, the left side of my brain is firing with a lot of intensity, and then on the way back we'll do the left leg going up and down continuously, which uses the right side of our brain. One of the things we know about athletes and athletics is we tend to allow our bodies to use one side more than the other as it relates to creating speed or strength. And what we're going to try and do today is get our brain to be both sides working with the same amount of energy and intensity, so we have the same amount of musculature firing on both sides. If we do that, instead of having compensatory or compensating right-left opportunities and creating injury over time, we create consistency right to left and front to back, and we become stronger, quicker, and faster as a result. Our first exercise is going to be high knee dead leg. We're going to follow that up with W's or a push-off drill using the cones, and then last but not least, we're going to do a drill we call push-off. It's a high knee push and then switch drill, so I always call it hop and drop. So I'll talk about those as we go, and then we'll reconvene. Thanks so much. This is Annie and Bobby. They're going to perform high knee dead leg, which is a one leg high knee drill up and over. See that Annie is driving her knee up and then coming back down. So it's a quickness drill. All of these cones are approximately 2.5 steps different or apart, which means they're all the same. We didn't measure them. We just used our feet to walk out 2.5 steps. And what you'll notice is as you go through this, each one of these athletes is creating a high rhythm or cadence. One thing that'll happen with cones is that the cadence itself, although it starts a particular way, you'll create momentum as you go and create power through that momentum. This drill is a W drill, which means we're pushing off at a 45-degree angle. Annie's using the outside of her glute and hip to do that drill. As we do this drill and she creates access to using her hip, you're going to find that she has more strength coming from the side, or what we call glute medius. Bobby's going to do the same thing. So he's pushing off using his glute. So when he comes in here, he's going to use this part of his glute to push off, and he's going to create access to that 45-degree angle. This allows us to use our abductors and glute medius. So if we look at Bobby, stop for a sec, Bob. Abductors are the muscles up here. His glute medius is down here. And basically what we're trying to do is create a lot of power coming from this general area. Runners tend to use normal power from regular glute and from their hips and quads. We want to get Bobby to use the side of his glute and also the side muscles of his hip to create power as well. Okay, we'll go back, same thing, Miss Annie. So Annie's gonna do the same W's on the way back. Push, push, push. Notice that they're in a hop, so they're not just stepping. And then also notice that every time Annie lands, her feet land next to the cone, and then she brings in the inner foot. That's a perfect W, good job. Bobby's gonna do the same thing. He's creating power. You'll see that his back is flat, so he's using his glutes to do the work. He's not shrugging his shoulders, or he's not allowing his shoulders to kind of fall over. Excellent. And then the third movement we're gonna do for both these guys is a hop and drop. They're gonna hop and drop. Now this is a lot of hops and drops, so I'm just gonna have Annie go another 4, and then she's gonna step away, and then Bobby will join her. That's perfect, good. So it's a hop movement to the side. Yep, so Bobby's doing the same thing. He's just doing it slightly different. It's a little bit quicker. So he's doing 2 pieces quick. Good, then we'll watch Annie go the other way, and we'll watch Bobby go the other way. So nope, you gotta face me, right? So you're going the other side. So that happens a lot. Annie did that on purpose so we could teach this. So when you come one way down the track, Annie was leading with her right leg. Now she's leading with her left leg. We wanna make sure that we're evening out our right and our left. So now she makes it quick at the end. That's perfect. So you can go slow. You can go in a rhythm, which is what she was just doing. Bobby's creating a slower rhythm, and he's gonna speed up as well. And we just create this access point to where we're pushing off our glutes. And then the last thing I'll say is this: we're using our groin muscle to really stabilize as we hit the ground. Muscle that goes kind of down from here into the groin. It's called your adductor, and that muscle is really opportunistic because it helps us to create parameters of basically landing and creating safety so our knee doesn't fall in towards our midline. Annie and Bobby, great job.